car. It's this white lady that live across the hall. Her son. This little racist ass entitled motherfucker. This racist ass people. And they the ones that keep like hindering, like monitoring my movements. Like they try to act like they walking their dog, shit like that between them and the people that live directly downstairs from them. But they'll find out once their judgment come down on these and license plates start getting revealed, posted online and stuff like that, and start getting searched into. This shit ain't gonna be any funny then. Yeah, I came down to light something up, get my clothes ready for tomorrow. So like if I was parked over by the mailboxes, that little burgundy car, he would try to park like right there near the mailboxes. Like right now, it's spots over there right now open. It's Tuesday, August 4th, 1:08 in the morning. But being that they feel entitled, like you're not supposed to park in the first available spot. Because sometimes I park away from the building. You know what I'm saying? But it's first come, first serve. Nobody has an assigned spot. You can park anywhere. But he's like I told you, feel entitled. So instead of you parking like a normal person in the spot, you gonna park all over the lanes and all over the what is it called? The spots where it's not a parking spot, where it's little white lines. That comes from people being lazy, jealous, wicked. Other people do it too. Yeah, ain't the only one. This old black car here too. He parked like right on the side, like up where the garbage is at. Like these is parking spots. These ain't fucking parking spots. Now, if I was to do that shit, they probably towed my car. Let me get my clothes and stuff. Roll up a couple cigarettes first. I can find this roller. out later on today. I might try to start back working today, maybe. Try to get my car insurance paid and post office box and start paying off these credit card debts. I need some more weed, son. Need tires for this car. I got a lot of shit to take care of. Trying not to worry about it. Take it a day at a time. I just seen his brother get taken off the live stream. Or maybe he ended his own live. But it said that, I don't know, man. Yeah, like a couple thousand people in the chat. He said he was doing it intentionally, I think, at first. The first time, he said he was doing a little trick. But then the second time, I think they took him down, YouTube. Those with the gift that's gifted by God, people hate you. They feel entitled. They think it's up to them. Whether you can talk, think for yourself, man, that shit gonna get you hurt. That shit gonna get you hurt, I'm telling you. You can work whatever little fake ass witchcraft you think. You'd be better off just giving somebody the opportunity to let you know how you feel about it. The same way somebody gonna speak what's on their heart. If you don't like it, what you gonna do about it? You gonna work secretly, or you gonna do something right then and there? You ain't gonna do nothing right then and there. You will get mad. You will go work and tell other people, we gotta do something about this. Why you can't do it? Why you gotta work with a bunch of people? It's not a bunch of people doing anything. It's one person speaking something that you don't like, but you don't control nothing. You feel me? When you was created, nobody gave you no special powers to control nothing. Right? This is why God despised these abominations, these things that's so abominable. Motherfucker, even if you think you're working with the government, that shit ain't, you ain't got no authority to be doing this shit. And it's going to lead to judgment being poured out on everybody. So, I have to wait on the Lord, that's all. I don't know. It's like some of y'all probably didn't hear my last stream. But I was saying the people that's evil, that hate God, they have to sit up under us to hear what we're talking about, and because they know we're walking in the truth, and they want to turn the truth. So you can't corrupt the truth unless you hear it. You hear what we're talking and dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Because you could just try to have a basic, I don't believe in God, and we just live how we want to live. All right, well, the Word of God's gonna convict how you live based on these scriptures, and if you don't have no understanding of it, you can't even corrupt the Word of God or force people to make it think like God's laws is don't apply no more. His judgment don't matter, and He's not God no more because you don't believe, right? Just because somebody don't believe in the Most High, that don't mean He ain't God no more. This is why I be needing this light sometimes for stuff like this. Can't roll no fucking cigarette in the dark. But I try not to draw attention to myself. Even though whatever the fuck is going on in my car is my fucking business. But you'll see 3 o'clock in the morning, no matter what time I'm coming out, these white nationalist little neo-Nazi racist ass people all organize and team up together. And they got a couple black coons. They act like they can't do nothing else. But try to start a conflict. So they can go run and call the maintenance or the police. That's their whole agenda. It happened already too many times. So the fuck you think I'm gonna let y'all trick me? I don't want to have no conversation. I'm not talking to y'all. You feel me? There's certain people who already started stuff, and then you go run back and go tell motherfucker how aggressive and hostile you was acting. You would think that these people would say, yeah, let's get it shaken. Let's fight somewhere. You got that much hate, you racist, but it ain't like that. They do this shit to try to get you in trouble with the you know, the place where you live in and stuff like that. Get you kicked out the apartments and stuff like that. That's how they work. It's not just like a racism, like I hate black people and I want to fight them. No, it's I'm white and I want to use my resources. Maybe my cousin or my aunt helped me get into this development, and the lady that's the landlord is like, you know, we're in the same. Her and my wife is both in the same fraternity, and I'm a neo-Nazi and they're racist Ku Klux Klan witches, and you know what I'm saying. So it's just be all connected. So they can't do nothing physically because that's not what in their heart. They want to do it legally in their jobs. So we attack y'all back legally. We'll find out where you work. We'll report you. We'll call your job and complain against you. Get you fired from your job. Whatever the fuck got happen. You hear me? Because I'm a one-man army. I don't need to team up with a bunch of people to help me fight against evil. You know what I'm saying? I bind and rebuke all unclean spirits and all spirits that's not of God that want to come up against the Holy Spirit. And let every soldier and servant of Christ destroy these evil spirits wherever they are. Destroy them. Let them be cast down. Let them be destroyed by the fire of God. All unclean spirits rising up against a child of God, rising up against the Holy Spirit, catch fire and die. God, use your power through the sun, through the trees, through the earth, through the earthquakes, through the pestilence, through the plagues, everything that was mentioned about in your word, and fight and war against the enemies of your people. We pray for the judgment of the wicked, judgment of the nations, and God's will to be done. All things work together for the good. Sometimes we might not understand why things happen the way they do, but just trust that God's plan is going to be carried out throughout everything, no matter what it seemed like. It's so easy. to turn on God and just start living for the world, it's easy. But when like you really a true servant, God put it like a seal on your head, and He put that Holy Spirit in you. You can't go back to the world. I know God could save all sinners, whoever come to Him. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my clothes. About to roll something up. Okay, hi. I'm gonna put the lights on so y'all can see me. My bad. I ain't even know there's two people in here. Smash that like button. I was watching Just Say No to Skull. I was watching Just Say No to Skull, and he was covering the Nolan Wells case, and they clipped this video. He was showing the video from Officer Tatum, and a lot of people was saying that they think Officer Tatum got his video took down. But some people was like joking. Some people was like, damn it, Bart. And like, it was, you know how the internet is, you know. But he had like 2,000 people in the chat, and they just, at first it said, oh, your stream has been, this stream has been cut down for something going against policies. And then he came back and he was like, yeah, I did a little trick. And so I thought he did that on purpose. Like he had a way where he went to go smoke or take a break, and he put that screen up, and he was trolling people. So a lot of people was leaving thinking that he got a strike or something, and I that's what I was thinking. Because when he came back, he was like, "Yeah, I had to do a little trick. I'll show you how to do it." But then it's like it just went down. It's a whole stream, and that's like, it's troubling. It's interesting. It's shocking, because are they getting videos taken down? You remember that you got all stuff going on now where these children are starting to GoFundMe, saying that they've been stressed and stuff like that. So it just make you wonder: are they going after bigger channels that's getting a lot of like attention, streaming live and talking about the Nolan Wells case? And you know what I'm saying? They're trying to stop certain messages from being put out there so people can't, like, you know, question these things. Are they trying to silence the people to cover up more? You know what I'm saying? Combing through social media and blocking people who's doing investigative work. But the internet is helping soften the case. Hold on. So listen, y'all, the things like this really affect me. These things, I have trouble sleeping at night for like, because of my mind. I'll be thinking about things like this because I witness these things in my daily life. I go through these same things, but you know, obviously I haven't been killed. I'm still alive, but I'm just saying the injustices and certain things about the lies and all that. We all go through this. And if you haven't, then hold on. have government gangs or secret societies that's working with the government, and you got judges that just lie. You can bring all the evidence showing that this was damage was done to my car. I went to the Honda dealer. I paid to get diagnosed. This they didn't see none of the work that was done to my car. They gave me a printout. Everything that they gave me was the work that he was supposed to fix. It was all the new parts that he brought. How would they know? You know what I'm saying? And you go to take it to court and you're confident that you're going to win, and the judge makes up some little rule and says, because of this, you lost or whatever. And it's just, this stuff makes white people think they can just do whatever they want to us and get away with it. Because they feel like, well, if we attack them and we kill them, then we can get away with it. If they defend themselves and they kill us, then they'll get in trouble because it'll look like, they were the aggressor or whatever. They just think that the system is going to just work in their favor every time, but that's not right. This stuff get people hyped up, and then they get messed around thinking they can do stuff to black people and get locked up and go to jail. They can't get away with this stuff every time. It's not going to work. You might have certain states where it's more corruption than others, but it's not like this. But it's sad that we have to witness this and see this. That it's good that it's being exposed, because we now seeing a repeated thing that was going on in this one state, Mississippi. How it's racism out there. And a lot of people are afraid to talk because they don't want to get retaliated against. And I believe that the Dixie Mafia is still operating out there. I'm about to roll up some of the good bud I got. So hopefully get some good thoughts. And we just talk for a few minutes. Last little bit of this. Got 2 more joints probably. So this ain't even holding the charge. Dang. It's not good. But like I was saying, y'all, this injustice bothers me. Like, I used to be real bad with like the certain stuff that would happen. Trayvon Martin, the Freddie Gray. Man, that stuff would affect me. You know what I'm saying? I can't. I'm I'm not just watching stuff online as a spectator. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a part of me is being taken from me and injured. You know what I'm saying? Because I look at people like I look at myself. I don't look at videos and think that, well, this could never happen to me. I learned my lesson. I look at it like, this is the same stuff I've been going through. This is the stuff that everyone is mostly going through, but maybe people don't like to speak about it publicly. A lot of people go through these things. Now, Nolan Wells' case was different than some of us because he actually went out with these people and, but some of us are just harassed, all because people that's in the little gang decide they want to be gangsters and try to, think that it's all good and ain't nothing gonna happen. Nothing never gonna happen to them. They like everything about your life is their business. Or Or they just gotta always be all up under you. Man. All praises to the Most High, man. Because if you know, you know. When y'all face start getting taken, the people that's doing these things, and y'all face start getting put on the camera, or the things you doing have to get investigated, don't worry about it. Because whoever's funding this stuff is going to get destroyed by the Most High. When people keep acting like it's their job to be up under you, they try to pretend like they walking their dog, but they got to stand right over your car, try to hear your conversation. You working. Yeah, you working. You come out and make sure they stand over your car 2 times. It's a big ass little complex where you can go anywhere, but you gotta come out and walk up under my car. And these are the same people that are being used by the white nationalist Ku Klux Klan maintenance, or the landlord maintenance lady, Section 8 Pathstone Management office lady, Barbetta M. Rose. I think these people are all in the same society or some type of little cult. This is why the Nola Well stuff hate me so hard. Because they all cover up for each other, and it's just like injustice and corruption, and it really bothers me, you know what I'm saying? Because it goes on for so long, and you have to live under it, and you don't want to live under it. You want your own, you want to get away from these people, you know what I'm saying? And they just keep trying to start stuff and be all up under you. I can do what I want, I can go wherever I want, but they have to be up under you. They have to watch your movements, and as soon as you come in, they have to act like they walking their dog. So it's just like, man, you don't want to enjoy yourself. You don't want to enjoy your peace. You want to try to be up under somebody else, making them feel like they can't, park in a parking lot that you don't own. You only own the apartment that you pay for. You don't own the whole fucking parking lot. You feel me? So you want to come out and walk, act like you're walking your dog, and use that as an alibi, like, I don't want to say alibi, but use your dog as an excuse to play it off like you're not really coming out to eavesdrop and possibly record someone. Someone's on a conversation, on a phone call. So I'm talking on a phone call. I could be talking on a business call. I could be talking on a private call. It's nobody's business. I'm not knocking on nobody's door saying, hey, come listen to my conversation. I don't give no indicators that my conversation with the windows rolled up is for anybody to come down and think they can listen to. I'm not out here with a microphone preaching with a loudspeaker. So why the fuck would people think that is okay to keep doing these things? The same people who told the maintenance lady and complained and got a letter written to my mom saying that, so they could have got me kicked off this property. So why are they keep doing all this stuff to be all up under me? Lisa, the white lady that live across the hall from me, and her husband, and this is her son who got the little maroon car that parked all over the white lane instead of just parking near the mailbox where there's a whole bunch of spots open. They feel so entitled. That's how you know they just little racist people. They probably got mad because I'm parked in this spot right here, but they don't own none of these spots. They don't pay. You can pay and get a reserved spot. If they wanted to reserve a spot, they could reserve a spot. You can't get mad and start parking places where you can't park. What's the fuck is there lines for if you can just park over the line where it's a yellow line instead of a white? The white lines are parking spots. The yellow lines are lines where you're not supposed to park. It's emergency. Like if it's a fire truck had to come in, ambulance or anything, they park right there. Or whatever. But they think that rules was only made for black people. This that racist shit I be telling you about. All white people ain't like this, but these ones that's they're intentionally coming after me, and that's why I'm letting y'all know. It's Lisa who live across the hall from me, and the dude that lived directly downstairs from her. That's the main two. And it seemed like all right, every neighbor in this building could be attached to it, but there are only certain ones who would come and do like the spying, eavesdropping type of stuff. Like as soon as you come out, they acting like they walking their dog and stuff like that. It's only certain ones that do that. And I guess this new recruit is this little white boy. He got like a pit bull looking dog. He be coming out with like a young girl. I think he's like in his 20s. He might be a college student. So they use a lot of college students. This is how I know about the Nolan Wells and stuff, because these are the people they're using to do these satanic fake ass intimidation tactics to me. Or it's really just like harassment. You know what I'm saying? You ever heard of gang stalking? So they're recruiting college students to join in their gang stalking campaign. And I've been going through this for so long. When I was homeless last year in November 2025, and I was homeless in December 2025, I was sleeping in my car. Tried to get in 2 homeless shelters, but it's real dirty and nasty in there. There's fights in there, so I didn't want to go. So just slept in my car in the coldest months of the season. And I realized that it was the police. They were sending white people, white nationalists, neo-Nazis, to keep trying to start instigate problems with me. They would come and sit and put their car lights on in front of me when I'm trying to sleep 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Only me though. And it was a group of cars that was always parking there, because I wasn't the only one that was like not had a place to stay. They would never bother this little Mexican. He was a Mexican guy. He had 3 Dalmatian dogs. They would never bother him, but they always come in, you know what I'm saying? So I started going there down on the other side near Home Depot. Now, mind you, where I was sleeping at was right across from Mears College. Mears College, remember that? You can go look up all of the sororities and fraternities at Mears College. I overheard this little young white boy saying that he works for the CIA and he works at Mears College. He does a lot of work at Mears College or with the college or something like that. He was bragging at McDonald's one night. It was real late, like 1 or 2 in the morning. I used to go in there after I get cold or something. I go in there and charge my laptop and stuff. But I realized a lot of suspicious stuff. Like the same neighbors who was starting the fights with me, they started to show up at that McDonald's. What the fuck is you doing all the way at this McDonald's for? So this was like the police was sending this dude. That's how I started really like open my the Most High. I love God. He started to open my eyes to what was really happening behind the scenes. These people working with the police agencies, getting paid to try to start problems. So they're agent provocateurs, but they're being aggressors. They're stalking me. You know what I'm saying? That's a crime. They're trying to eavesdrop on my conversations. That's a crime. So maybe thinking about gathering as much evidence as I could and see where we can go with this. Cause every time and date and stuff, it can be documented, and then the cameras here can be investigated, because they got cameras right here, cameras all throughout this complex. So on the times and dates that's written down on this complaint, they will have to go back and pull up all these cameras. Just one lady tried to lie. She don't live here no more, but she tried to lie and say that I bumped into her. And because I approached her one day, because she just kept like doing the same thing that they're doing, stalking stalking me, and these people always got ringer cameras, so they're inside their house watching everything and who's coming in and all that. And as soon as they see you come in, now they acting like they gotta walk their dog, they gotta throw stuff in the trash, and they studying your movements, knowing that when you come in, sometimes you might not go straight in. You talking on your phone, you recording a live stream, so they doing all these things that interrupt, you know what I'm saying, my conversations, what I'm doing, minding my business. And you're a troublemaker, and sometimes we can brush it off, but after a while it's like, man, I want to stand up and defend myself. But if I do that, they go run and tell. So it's like, only way I could stand up and defend myself is take suing their ass, bringing them to court, you know what I'm saying, pressing charges on them or something like that. That's the only way. So just build up all the evidence I can get. Cause like I think like there's a lot of racism involved with this. In Poughkeepsie, New York, this area is like a racist town. You got a lot of racist white people out here. It's upstate New York, so it's not like New York City. Even New York City is probably becoming more racist because of the gentrification. Certain areas that's being gentrified, it's probably more racism there. But it's not like, probably not openly shown like how it is here in the public. People feel comfortable like nobody can do nothing. They feel like, because they probably got family members that work inside the system, and they feel like, well, who's gonna do something to me if my uncle is the sheriff, or you know what I'm saying? Or well, we go to the Klan meetings and we see the sheriff there, and he's telling us to do these things. And so the sheriff is telling you inside of a Masonic Lodge Klan meeting to keep attacking certain people, right? So every license plate get investigated. They get looked up. Whoever owned the car. Certain people that want to do stuff like showing their face and stuff like that, or your face getting looked into. This just all type of stuff, man. In the city of Poughkeepsie, they got these police out there that just keep acting like they want to, like, illegally and unlawfully do stuff to me, because, man, I don't bother nobody at work. I mind my fucking business, right? I seen video on Facebook earlier that this dude got beat up on Main Street with a bat. They threw him in the bushes. It was a black guy. I guess they said that he was stealing from one of these Indian looking dude stores, the Mexican Muslim looking dudes. And they beat him. It was like two of them. And it was like this one of them had a pole and they was hitting him with it. There's no police around for that. That was right at the store where I went when I went to the Kingston Meat Market. It was right there. And then I went to Crown, and then they kept riding by, and then I said, fuck it, I'm leaving. And then I went back and went to Kennedy's. The same place where I seen 6 cops in less than 2 minutes acting like they were all organized because they were, because I just got back in town and got back off of work. It just seemed like they were organized to do that. But when somebody's getting beat down, they could have probably died out there if they would have never stopped, and people didn't stop them. Ain't nowhere to be found. So I don't respect the principle of people thinking that they were ordained to be ruling over other people. That just is just crazy. You think about it. You can't rule over none of the crackheads, so how the fuck you gonna rule over somebody else? Right? You can't. You ain't got no power to stop them from doing crack. No police officer. You damn sure ain't about to give them none of your money to help them. So what the fuck is you worrying about people for? You only supposed to worry when you get called, crime happen. But when y'all take it upon yourself to go out and stalk people and try to show your presence amongst certain areas where you know someone is at, that's intimidation. Using multiple cop cars to keep riding past an area where it's no crimes, nothing being reported, but you just notice one person is there. So it's definitely an organized group of people. And it's like a gang. But I'm the type that I'm not giving nobody the benefit of the doubt. If you show me your intentions, then I'm gonna just take it from there. Hopefully, the Most High give me strength not to overreact. But once I see your intentions, I'm not gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. For what? So you could do it again? And I think people feel comfortable when they know, like, all right, well, this person move a little different than the average person. They might react, but not in a way where they're responding to me, or you know what I'm saying. My reaction is, I'm taking your license plate. That's it. Because when you do these hostile driving things, it's either one or two things. You're doing it intentionally with no remorse, or you just probably being misled to do these things. Either or. Man, ain't no excuse. You chose to do wicked and evil. Now, when someone wants to look like, all right, if you're doing evil to me, I got a right to find out who you are. Because if we never had no encounter to make me feel like, yo, this person putting my fucking life in danger, I wouldn't even have to feel like, well, let me find out who this person is. Let me log them into the database. I logged you into my database. All the intelligence agencies get on your ass. I don't think y'all know how this works. I'm a certified child of God. I don't sit up here and just try to tell y'all how to believe in the Bible and all that. I just been living and doing what I'm doing. I'm in a different season. Maybe in the past, yeah. Right now, I'm in a different season because God tells us that if they don't receive the word, they shake off our dust and move to the next city. So I'm not gonna keep trying to do the same thing in the same area. If it's not being received, if it was being received, I would have had way more support and be doing way more than what I'm doing on a different scale, on a different level. None of these people invited me to their little denominations to come get my testimony and none of that. So, you know what I'm saying? But they all assume that they know so much about God and, you know, saying, how would they know so much and think that I know so much unless they've been hearing, watching, or whatever, right? Uh, I just stay to myself. I ain't come to this knowledge by no congregation or meeting with nobody. God showed me some things by just finding some videos on YouTube I was inspired by a couple of people on YouTube preaching, and mainly one person. And then from there, I just went out and got the Bible, and that was it. I started to learn more and more every day, every time I read it. Yeah, my phone on 5%, y'all. Let's smoke one more cigarette and head up. Matter of fact, I lied. I gotta get these clothes out. Oh. T-shirt. Washcloth. More boxes. Last cigarette of the night, y'all. I'm gonna check the chat in a second. I'll be trying to be like not showing too much, man. It's fucking everywhere you go is cameras nowadays, but yeah, you can go to certain parking lots, certain people that's watching cameras see you and send people there to sit up under you and stuff like that. And the way how these people move is just be like, man, you gotta have some type of secret ass camera in your car, because A whole park, you just come to sit and park right up behind somebody. So if you get that feeling, kind of, you move off. You know what I'm saying? So then when you move off, you start realizing, man, these people is monitoring your movements. Yeah, one day I came into this park, College Hill Park, and it's like a white lady, they were parked in a Toyota. And then next thing you know, I'm just sitting down at the park. And then a Mexican comes in. He drives past me slow. Then he gets like almost to the top of the hill and then stops in the middle of the road. So I'm like, man, why would you do all this stuff around me? It should have never really affected me like this to react like this, but I want to get his license plate because it just seems suspicious. Like he was sent there to do that stuff to try to get a reaction from me, and I reacted. And when I started to go up there to get his license plate number, he started to drive off, right? So it's a 2-lane when you come into College Hill near a golf course, going up that hill part. I tried to go around him and he started to move towards the left, so I couldn't go around him. So now you just ran me off the road. Then he's laughing about it the whole time while he's doing it. So this is like some real, like, straight up, I know that I'm doing something evil. I know I'm about to cause an injury. I'm trying to, and it's funny. And he was on the phone too. So I want ICE to run this dude phone records. I posted it on my Facebook, I believe. If not, it's in my phone calls and my phone, because I text all this stuff to my cell phone number. These things that happen, things like this. I should have just reported him to ICE myself. But like, what am I getting out of it? Nothing. They possibly gonna find an illegal immigrant, possibly a drug cartel. You never know what it could lead to, but I'm not getting nothing out of it. What if I like decide to tell on him, and then I gotta testify in court, and then I testify, he get convicted, and then I'm labeled as a snitch by the whole cartel, and then ain't nobody in the government gonna help me or protect me. So sometimes you gotta choose your battles wisely. Just because he's probably an illegal immigrant don't mean that I'm gonna go tell on him. I'm telling y'all what happened and what he did to me. You know, if that leads to him getting looked into, and if he ain't right, then that ain't got nothing to do with me. But what he did was wicked, and I think he got sent by these white women. Because as soon as I came into the park, it was like 2 older white women, and they were like in one of them SUV. I think it was like a Toyota SUV. And then I went to go park, and then like less than 5 minutes after I came in and parked, he's coming up the hill. And then when I tried to like go drive around him, he started laughing and driving and like pushed me off the road. Like I had to go into the grass. So then I was like, I didn't even get a license plate the whole time. So now I'm real anxious to get it. So I start driving down there. He starts speeding, driving 60 miles per hour because he knew he did something wrong. If he didn't feel like he did nothing wrong, he wouldn't even have left like that. He would have just been normal. He probably thought I was going to do something to him, but I just wanted to get his license plate. So he starts speeding, going 60 miles per hour. And then after that,
He just drove out and left. I got his license plate. I texted to myself, and then I texted and posted on Facebook. So that park got cameras. They can run them cameras and see exactly how he seen me driving up the hill and he tried to run me off the road so I couldn't go around him.
My phone about to die, y'all. I'll get back at y'all later.